Oi oi! How's it going tonight, my dudes? Are we all well? Are we all awake? Or are we asleep in the day? Even I see you putting the 2,000 points into the community's old stream thing. You can tell how my day's gone. I can't talk for shit. What's the crack? Crack some drawings. It's been a good day. Yeah. So I'm gonna be for that. I think I'm gonna be packing the PS4 into the stream room. I'm doing the PS4's been on for way longer than 12 hours at the time before, so it'll do well. I think at the rate that it's going. What's that at the moment? 83. So what? 5 grand left. So a couple of the regulars tonight, in addition to yourself, I think we can get that done. Yep, there's another there's another 2 grand from Doom Goblin. Thank you very much. I think it's we've got to figure out a day for it as well now. Maybe a Sunday soon. But Avian, tell me, how's your day been going? And Doom Goblin as well. I see you in there. Yeah, so I set the 2 grand per stream maximum because I know that there's a few of you sat there with a good number of points. I think Doom Goblin at one point had about 25 grand by himself, and that's a message to me to make sure that the channel points have things to be used on more often. But also, it's a community challenge. I didn't want 1 or 2 people funding the entire thing in a sort of oh yeah, blink and you'll miss it, but there's a thing that you can contribute to as a community. So I thought of keeping the limit on there. And it means rather than taking 1 stream to get it done, it's taken a few. There's a little bit more buzz. Yeah, I think Doom Goblin's been the most consistent. Every stream 2 grand a pop. But no, I'm excited for it. So if I were to project that it get done tonight, which it's 3 grand away, so that's not far. Like even a few newbies to the channel could get it there. I'm trying to think what's happening. So it wouldn't be this weekend because I've got some Pokemon stuff to do off stream, and hopefully we can get Shite Clan riding this weekend, lads. I think next weekend is. Next Saturday is Eurovision, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Doom Goblin's doing some things there. Sorry if I had to miss a few streams. Busy time. It's fine. Busy times are happening. Your participation and viewership is always welcome, but never mandatory. And Ben, welcome as well. You are art. Yeah, we've all seen your face now, haven't it? Like you can tell, first hand. You are art. You gorgeous man, you. But yeah, so yeah, May 22nd, Eurovision it up. So I don't know quite what the plan is. I know Doom Goblin, you and I have spoken a little bit privately. So anything you want to say, I'll leave you to say it because it's your stuff. I won't promise you away to any plans, but at the very least, at the very least, we'll be funneling all attention to Doom Goblin. I was just studying any better? No. I should go study. Fuck, you're right. Well, Mehmet, how about you just regurgitate everything that you should be studying in the chat, and we can vet it to, like, are you right or not? And through the process of teaching us what you're meant to know, then you will learn it as well. Can't translate them all. Well, it'll be good practice for English then. Avian, no worries at all about the last time Shite Clan will ride for a while. Because Shite Clan is not something that you have to participate in weekly. It's a way of life. It's a spiritual way of being. It's more than a feeling. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be the deal with those sort of like word a day things. Eventually, all the daily use words are done. You've only got the specific niche words left. But if you ever meet a a farmer now that only speaks English, you should be able to at least talk, like, shop with him a little bit more. Yeah, what if you come to, like, rural England and you're trying to, like, talk to the locals, but they're all farmers? So what have you got to, like, say around them? Well, you got to ask them how it's going. How's the crops doing? Is the tractor in good working order? How's the cows doing? Oh, Mimit, excellent. Another 2,000 towards the Dark Souls stream. Excellent. Did you plant your tea seed? Is the tea seed harvest coming in good this year? Yeah, exactly. All these farmers planting all their tea. I actually don't think a lot of tea is grown in the UK, is it? I'm sure Doom Goblin will know. He's much more of a farmer type than anyone else. No, it's still going. But yeah, I don't think... Is much tea grown in the UK, or is it all, like, shipped in and then we sort of dry it out in the UK? As is the good old British way, is we claim a lot of things that aren't ours and then ruin it compared to how the locals prepare it. Yeah, I thought as much. We don't have the climate for it here. Alright, we'll drink it, but we can... we can't brew it. We can't, like, grow it here. Half of it's from Turkey anyway. Yeah, I would have assumed India as well. I'm glad coffee doesn't grow here. Coffee doesn't grow in the UK either. That's probably for the best. Could you imagine the fucking muddy ass coffee that we grow in the UK. Grotesque. Although Turkish coffee is like quite famous. It must be because my ignorant ass has heard of it. But I've never had Turkish coffee, so I have no idea of it, like how it stacks to everyone else's coffee. It'd be so bland if we grew coffee. You're right, Bam. Absolutely. We do good spuds and that's about it. Dude, any other tea than Turkish black tea is super expensive. That only famous people have them. Imagine the same thing but with muddy coffee. Yeah. Bam, you are the barista of the chat, so you will drop some hardcore coffee knowledge bombs. If you want to educate us, please do. This is what he said. Their first crop in 2005 was just 28 grams of tea. That seems like a... Like, did they start, like, a month before, like, New Year's? And that's all? That seems like, as like, an entire plantation, that seems like a pitiful amount of tea.
Like, all bloody veins and pus.
Yeah, Bam is the coffee authority. Got 20 grams on your desk. Well, then you will be like producing more coffee or more tea than the entirety of the UK in 2005. It's quite a feat to have outgrown a country. I think Jacksepticeye has the rights to being the streamer that does the coffee, but maybe us lot could be the streamers that do the tea. King Udon Noodles.
Hello there.
With the party of 7. Thank you so much, my dude, and congratulations on being Streamer of the Week for, I think, 3 or 4 different fucking Discord channels. How was your stream? What were you doing? Hey, Avian. The tears definitely count. Yeah, welcome everyone. Megan Walker, thank you very much for the follow. Absolute legend. Yeah, we're talking tea and coffee in here. You gotta know, we gotta know what everyone's preference is. Teas or coffees. Or neither, that's a perfectly valid thing as well. But for everyone that's just joined, I'll zoom out a little bit to show you what we're actually working on today. It's our cheeky Master Assassin. No worries. I think everyone here is already following King Udon Noodles, but if they're not, cheeky little shout out. Dude's a fantastic illustrator and all-around games guy. Yeah, we have to have like coffee announcements. We'll have like a regular segment, like what's happening in the world of coffee these days. I am struggling with this line. Right. You're gonna have to entertain yourselves for a second while I struggle. India second, which would mean... Yeah, I would have thought India was first. But anyone that's joined from King Udon, welcome. I hope your day's been going well. Let me know how you felt about Crypt of the Necrodancer. I played a little bit myself, and because it looks fantastic, but then I realised I suck at rhythm games. So I got like maybe 2 levels in, and I died too much. Kenya wins on everything there. The coffee's also the best. So Kenya is tea and coffee king of the world. I feel like that should be like better known, that Kenya is just the land of tea and coffee. Fuck me, that is a lot. See, it's this kind of chatting that makes me wonder: should this be in the art category or should it be in just chatting? Because sure, on screen I am drawing, but really the real excitement is in the chat, and we're talking tea and coffee. Indonesia sends like fuck all. Oh, little dudes. Well, if they've got the land and the soil for it, then by all means they should absolutely be using it. Why not? So that's the outline done, and then we're onto actual shading, which is the exciting bit. So I usually start around the face because it's just the best way to start, I think. But I think actual lighting is going to come from this sort of direction. So it's going to be sort of the scarred face is going to be in shadow. The snake's going to be popping out a little bit. They don't grow it, they only prepare it. That's such a bizarre thing to think. Like, welcome to our tea talk. See, New Goblin, you enjoy doing this stuff so much that I definitely think you should do like a weekly just. Here's a topic out of the hat. We're going to talk about this for an hour and a half. It's basically like lectures. The fact that you don't is bizarre to me. Right, so we're gonna bring some shadow in here. And this around here. Just call it Goblin Talk. It's in the maybe pile. Well, if you enjoy it and you're good at it, it'd be a shame not to rinse the ever living shit out of it for content. That's what we do on the internet, right? As we turn all of our passions into content. Yes, the Eurovision stream I think is going to be a lot of fun. Nova or you, Dom? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think all this is going to be heavily obscured by shadow. Because I've been thinking about a lot of other stuff I could do on this on this channel as well. And I think one of the top ideas that I have that I want to do is a Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge. Because I've seen a lot of other people doing those, and they look like a hell of a lot of fun. But it's finding the right Pokemon game to actually go around with. Because the last one I played was Renewed Hydrate with caffeine, right? So yeah, I'm thinking once the the Dark Souls stream is done, I kind of want to do a I don't know if I'll do like a 12-hour Nuzlocke stream or something like that, but like I want to do a Nuzlocke challenge because I've never done one, and they've always been a lot. They've looked like a lot of fun. And do go on, it's fine. I have the beans in my stomach already. I'm just completing the mixture. I mean, you brew your coffee outside of your stomach? That's pretty weird, dude. I'm not sure about that. Is it FDA approved? Because it doesn't sound like it would be. Strange boy. Scoffing fucking coffee beans before the stream. And then you drink the water to activate them. Duh, it's science. Yeah, now you feel foolish. Alright then, the Royal Food Standards Agency, I assume then. I actually don't know. I assume it's something to do, something royal, something or other. What is this? How you doing, Caleb, my boy? It's the Food Standards Agency, not the Royal Food Standards Agency. I know, there's a bunch of stuff that's, there's nothing that, the what do you call it? There's tons of stuff that says royal his or her, that or this, that I bet has nothing to do with the royals. What do you mean? This looks exactly like the TV character Monk. Caleb, you're talking out your ass, mate. Love you to death, but you're completely wrong. I don't think you've ever seen the TV show Monk. I think that's what we're discovering right now. Becca, my darling, how you doing? Yeah, as Doom Goblin said, how are your evenings doing? We're good. We're talking about tea and coffee. If you have a favourite, then by all means, let us know. Just some child points in the community challenge. Yeah. We have, I think, like 900 points left before we unlock the Dark Souls stream. And Trek 2 is fantastic. Excellent. Thank you, Becca. That is... So I've got to figure out a time now for 12 hours of Dark Souls. When can we do it? Maybe Sunday, if we let it dominate the day. Or I might have things to commit to on Sunday. It'll be a weekend day for sure. How many points for the hot tub stream? I'd probably make that a bits challenge so you can actually buy me the hot tub. And I think I've noticed with a lot of these hot tub streams, they're not hot tubs, they're paddling pools. Like, if that's not, like, false advertising, I don't know what is. Well, yeah, of course hot tubs are expensive, but that's why having a hot tub stream is such an event, right? Maybe. If all the fail chipped in, you might be able to do it. Was it like 2 or 3 grand each? I know, I clicked into one the other day just to see what even happens in a hot tub stream. And like, just this woman sat in a paddling pool doing fucking nothing in a bikini. It's like, great, okay. And then now Twitch thinks that that's all I want to see and hit or see and watch. £500 not bad. If I do a bits challenge, we'll do a hot tub stream. Maybe if I get not to say that these people are desperate enough, but if I get desperate enough that I need to start selling my body, then maybe we'll have a look at it. Yeah, I feel like liking tits is no big deal, but like, yeah, there's better places than Twitch for tits. You did subscribe to the small streamers tag on Instagram. Now your feed is mostly girls revealing outfits and bathing suits. Oh, that's tragic. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's on Instagram. So, like... The girls on YouTube Google images won't write my username on their arm, though. I suppose, yeah. If you want to pretend like that means something, then yeah, Twitch is the place to go for that. But Becca's like not wrong. Like Photoshop that will get that done on any girl you want ever. Like for way cheaper as well. I did see there was one guy doing a hot tub stream that was just the grossest thing you've ever seen. Like just pouring like mayonnaise all over himself and getting into like a right state as like a response to all of it. I was like, you know what? I want to give that guy money more than anything because he clearly needs it. He can't afford the paddling pool. Like that guy, I want to help more. I don't know, maybe in the summer we'll do a paddling pool stream or something like that. Just like me sat in a floaty. Oh no, I'd wrap it all in like plastic bags and shit. Honestly, that's like the weirdest thing. Like I'd never take any electricals nearby, so it'd have to be like a just talking stream. Or I'd have to like encourage either my partner or Doom Goblin or someone to come around and work OBS for me. Or maybe it's like we stream until I mess up and electrocute myself. Or we have a bits goal to replace any damaged things, like damaged in the stream from water. Like my iPad gets dunked in the water, the feed cuts, and then it comes back with just my face, and there's a new little ticker on the bottom saying a new bits goal to get to like raise £1,000 to get to a new iPad because I just fucking ruined mine. I could do that. I think that would work. $250,000 bits and I electrocute myself. You know what? There's people that would absolutely do that. The amount of control that some people hand over from their streams to the audience, it's asking for trouble, surely. I see people like 100 bits or channel points and stuff like that, and I will drop my weapon. But then there'll be like, surely that limits like really what you can do on your stream. Cause you can never do like a challenge run or something like that. You can never like, if it's a game that requires like a lot of fidelity. Had some trouble on the weekend with my birthday stream, people using the hydrate channel when I was drinking gin. Yeah, that's where I'm glad I mean, Doom Goblin, you were drinking water, weren't you? So it's slightly lessened. Like the five the 5 hydrates I redeemed, 5 swigs of water are not quite 20 to 30 swigs of gin. But yeah, the timeout function is a godsend for those instances. Me, I'm the kind of shitlord that will just say, if you redeem one, you said it was water. Oh, I see. It was a hard day for Doom Goblin, huh? 23 hydrates. Fuck. See, that's where you just say, okay, all the hydrates that have been redeemed in between the first one and me actually drinking get resolved at that singular drink. So basically just be upfront with people like, hey, you're wasting your points. What are you doing? Oh yeah, Eurovision channel point event thing. I'm not sure. I think you should definitely do. You've not looked at it already, Doom Goblin. Polls and predictions for Twitch. I reckon that would be a good thing to do. 1,000 points, you sing ABBA. You get 1 point, and Doom Goblin will start singing. I've known him long enough that you do not need to spend much to get that boy to sing. He'll protest, but I'm not wrong. Might be singing some now. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But yeah, what can you do for... I mean, worth googling like what channel points people use for like movie watch-alongs and things like that. Because it'll be essentially the same kind of stream, just a completely different subject matter. But I reckon predictions for like how many points a country will get. A prediction to like yes and no answers, or like A and B. Sorry, doesn't have to be yes and no, it's just A and B. So I guess it'll be like, will they get 0 to 10 points or 11 to 20 points, whatever the minimum maximum points are in Eurovision. You could do that to see if people guess correctly or not. But 12 points is the max. So yeah, so like, do you think Argentina will get 0 to 6 points or 7 to 12 points or something like that when they're announcing the scores, or like what their average will be, depending on like how they actually announce all the points and stuff like that. I don't know if like averages and things like that are really used. Always like cumulative. So if 10 countries give them 10, do they have 10 points or would they have 100 points? Like grand total. Yeah, is it all new songs or is it the same guys from last year that they've managed to rebook? They read out the audience votes one by one, but the jury votes are all added together and read out as one at the end, so kind of hard to do. I know. I think it's easier. I think it's easier than it might seem. You just pick like, will the judges give X or Y, or do you think will they beat out X country, yay or nay? That kind of stuff. The real interesting part of this piece is going to be that massive cape that I've drawn, and like the massive sea of black dog behind her. Some same, some new, all new songs though. Okay. Obviously, it would be rough for the artist to sit on the same song for an entire year. Right, we need to do let's tip of the hood as well. How long does Eurovision finals usually go on for, the actual show? I heard there's all stuff that I could Google myself, but I'm too lazy. / busy. Pick an answer. Am I busy or lazy? That's borderline. That's borderline my response to people at work. If something didn't get done. Pick an answer. Was I busy or lazy? That's not bad at all. That's very convenient for us this year. Although I suppose I'm comparing it to things like the World Cup, where that stuff just starts whenever the fuck it wants. I know it doesn't quite start whenever the fuck it wants. Right, I reckon we get this hand all done and out of the way. I think it's actually going to be mostly in shadow. Cool, so that's all in shadow. This entire knife would be in shadow as well. Other than maybe all this. No worries. My day's been good, man. It's been a lot of like watching, like a lot of media consumed. Other than hot tub streams. Man, my life is just a series of hot tubs at this point. Like just bounce from hot tub to hot tub. But no, it's been good. I was in another stream last night. I wasn't in the stream, I was in the chat. And we all got into the subject of My Hero Academia. So I watched an episode of that this morning while at work. And I really enjoyed it, but I found out that Crunchyroll doesn't have any dubbed version, only the subbed. So it wasn't really something I could properly watch at work. But the one episode I've seen, I really like. I want to watch more. But then I ended up watching Star Trek Lower Decks. And I've now finished the season and thoroughly enjoyed it. It's way better than it has any right to be as like a Rick and Morty style Star Trek show. And it works because it's all the stuff that you would scream at an episode of Star Trek. Yeah, I highly recommend it. And it's the kind of thing you can do in a day. Like 10 episodes of half an hour each, so 5 hours, like over a work day or something like that, you can get it done. You'll be able to tell, because I'm a fellow Trekkie, but it's clear that it's written and made by tons of people that love Star Trek. So they'll drop tons of references. There'll be loads of like little visual cues, stuff that they won't even like point out. So like there was one where a character was holding a teddy bear, had Geordie LaForge's eye visors over, and like no one ever it never cut to the teddy bear. It was just there in the background. It was a prop that a character interacted with, but it was never like called out or pointed at, going, "Look, it's the thing. You remember the thing." So I have a lot of respect for that level of sort of. We're just going to throw references out there and let the audience pick them up as and when. So cannot recommend it enough. And yes, a new season will be coming out soon. I know a guy. He's making a Gowron emote. Oh, poor Gowron. He had all the best interests of the Empire. I think it was Gowron. He was a good dude. As good as Klingons are willing to be. So yeah, if you have Prime and you're looking for something to watch, Star Trek Lower Decks, 100% barrel approved. Oh, he was nuts. Gowron was nuts. That was the one. Yeah, he was like a Klingon fundamentalist, wasn't he? He was a little bit too dangerous for the Federation to like fully get behind. Oh, August this year. Tight. Well, I'll be keeping Amazon Prime until at least then. Let's go pack everything out. No, good. Yeah, thank you for becoming the channel's fact checker. Oh, he got done dirty by writers. He was one of those characters. I getcha. It's a shame, but I get why they sort of exist. Like, the more and more I've read about Star Trek, the more and more like stories of studios just sort of blatantly interfering. Like a ton of stuff with like Voyager and stuff like that was down to studio execs wanting one thing, but the writers wanting to lead it to something else. Huge shame. It's probably like, it'll be things like, oh, this character tested well with audiences, so we want to bring him back. But the writers have an episode lined up, and the studio will go, well, we want Gowron back. We want Gowron in an episode. And they go, fine, all right. This Klingon, we're going to sub him out for Gowron. It was someone else, but now it's going to be Gowron, and people won't pick it up. I think nerds won't notice or care. Yeah, it's like the finale of Voyager. They were told by studio execs that basically it had to have time travel, and it had to have the Borg. And it was like, what? Okay. I guess. Well, we haven't done much of. We've done a lot of Borg stuff. We haven't done any time travel stuff. So, okay, I guess we're doing that then. And that's why it felt so disjointed. Yeah, I think didn't I know it was the woman who played Tasha Yar basically wanted a bigger role and left because she wasn't getting it. Well, Voyager was pegged as this sort of like it's a monster of the week sort of thing alongside DS9 with its long-standing overarching story. But if anything, the opposite should have been true. Like, I fucking love DS9. DS9 is probably my favorite season. But DS9, they're like, we're on the space station. We're never like really leaving it, really, other than the Delta Flyer. So they could do a monster of the week, or what's happening to DS9 this week. Whereas Voyager is like, we have a very set goal, we have a very set, like, a target is set, our journey is set, and we're making progress every time we're on screen, yet we kind of have to fudge the numbers. So, like, we've been flung 70,000 light years away, and then they'll get 4 seasons in and go, okay, we're now 35 light years away. And then they'll get towards, like, the 9th season and go, we're still 35 light years away. It's like, where's your progress been going? So yeah, it was a weird one to make that monster of the week. Yeah, it was I think a massive sort of like misuse of a series. Because you look at like original series and Next Generation, like their missions are to explore space or just do like border patrols. Like that's a pretty easy like set like parameters to base a show around of just being monster of the week. Voyager, where they have like the entire show is point A to point B and traveling that line, it's got to be progression, but they didn't do it. The actress Tasha Yar was unhappy with the character, wasn't developed in any way, and she said she was just stage dressing. Yeah, I've read that a few times. So she went on to other things, and basically, I think she gave the studio basically like an ultimatum, and they went, "Okay, goodbye. We'll just kill you off," and did it very unceremoniously, which is a huge shame because Tasha Yar was a fucking brilliant character. She's a badass. Like when she was allowed to do things. I think it was poor circumstance because she was with she was chief of security, so it was the one that was like meant to be more hard-assed and like, what are we gonna do? I suggest violence, but then you had Worf doing that and doing it a lot more belligerently and entertainingly. So of course the studio would go for Worf going, like the entire crew look at a situation and you've either got Worf or Tasha that would go, I suggest violence or restrain them or use force. Basically, use force is probably a better way of phrasing it than violence. But basically, we should use force. And then you've got Deanna going, well, maybe let's talk to them. And then Riker going, let's fuck it. What do you call it? Geordi going, well, let's scan it. You had two characters doing let's use force. So you're kind of doubling up on the responses you could get. So I get why her character didn't get much development. Because having the Klingon on side was a way bigger thing than having a woman on the bridge. Because there's been a woman on the bridge since the original series. But the Klingons were bad guys. So to have a bad guy on the bridge as a good guy, there's a lot more writing around that, which is, I don't think the logistics to anything sci-fi related ever. It's big projects like that. I think they're always a hard sell to studios, so they have to compromise on loads of stuff to get the studios to agree to it. That the end product doesn't resemble the initial vision a lot of the time, which is a huge shame. But it's sort of like the nature of the beast with classic TV. Worf was great fun. I have a lot of love for Worf. I'm a fucking idiot. He was. Alright, in here. Data was always good fun as well. Dude, the trick is, sorry, dumb bitch is fine. I don't know why Automod was against it. I think my Automod is like is basically war. Is way too ready to throw words in the brig when I know the community we have on this channel is way better. Absolutely, dumb bitch is an endearing term. It's dumb bitch with love. It's fine. You're good, Becca. You're absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It's Automod going, I don't know about this, so I just need to go, don't worry, it's fine. It's okay. The context makes it fine. I've been very lucky on this channel so far that I've not had anyone trolling, griefing, or whatever you want to call it these days. I'd okayed bitches, but not bitch. God damn it. Yeah, Automod is a dumb bitch. Let's do some live moderation, shall we? Automod rule set. Hostility, bullying, disability, filtering. Save. I basically just turned Autobot off. We're all good eggs, and if someone wants to come in and start talking shit, then they will be known as an idiot forevermore in this channel. So by all means, like, let them come. They will find no allies here. I think it's, and also I have to allow dumb bitch, because I'm pretty sure I've called people in the chat dumb bitches as well. Like Doom Goblin in particular, I've called a bitch once or twice on stream. there's recorded evidence of me talking shit to Doom Goblin. I'm sure. Oh, bum. Ah, Bio, my love. How are you doing? How's your day been? Your emotes aren't working? Outrageous. We're not getting the full King Udon King Udon experience without the emotes. Yeah, I don't know if it's a testament to the kind of stream I cultivate, or just the trolls haven't noticed me yet. But I've been very lucky in that I've not had anyone really cause any trouble. Hired to it dragged out. That's fair enough. It's the Monday hangover. But you're here now, so the rest of the world doesn't matter. You can just chill out here. So yeah, considering like how toxic the internet can be, these streams have been surprisingly good so far. I don't know if they're all waiting in the wings to pop up at the same time and like swarm me or something. I'm sure there will be a day where the trolls come. Only had one bad incident on your stream so far, and says that specific game tends to invite it. Just don't play that game. Oh, that's a shame. What game was it? I mean, I'm curious to know, because it was something I might need to be aware of. So, like, if I want to stream this game, I might need to brace myself a little bit. But it sucks that there's a... It doesn't surprise me, but it sucks that a game community is like that. And is one of the reasons why I've not... I was hesitant to say I was going to play any like Bloodborne or Dark Souls or any of those games, because I know they have the reputation to carry a fan base that will lynch you as soon as you look at the wrong weapon. It's like, you know what? I didn't want to deal with that, but I feel now I've got the streaming chops to be able to tell them to fuck right off. Yeah. Honestly, it's the thing I hate most about the gaming community. Toxic elements need a reality check and to go fuck themselves. I completely agree, Doom Goblin, and I think there are more and more Twitch channels in particular that are like moderating themselves. So there's fewer and fewer places, or like the kind of places where that shit's tolerated are becoming more and more obvious, and more people are making the effort to not be those places. So playing Jackbox games on stream can invite trolls quite bad. People will look for streams to join to cause they know can join the games, type bad shit on your stream, and they try and get you banned. So two guys join the game and start giving out stuff, some real bad slurs and shit. So now I just make sure the game code is covered. Yeah. Yeah, audience participation like that is dangerous. Unless, like, you have it like, friend streamers only. So, like, playing Among Us or something like that, where it's, you know, everyone there is a fellow streamer, so you know everyone's going to be on best behavior because everyone's reputation is on the line. Or it's going to be things like, you only play it with subscribers. I don't know the logistics of how I would police that or enforce that. Yeah, so you limit the actual participation that they can include. They can be, well, the reach of their participation. So they can answer like a general knowledge question A, B, or C, but they can't then go and write slurs on a T-shirt or something like that. In like T Fuel, is it TK out or T Knockout or something like that, whatever it's called. Yeah, Quiplash, things like that. I would be hard pressed to play like with an open audience. TKO, yeah. Well, it sucks that happens. That happened to you, but hopefully you find some ways to actually play those games, um, like with better people, or like a better vetting process for people like that. I know you shouldn't have to do that, but until there's a reliable way of shutting that stuff down immediately. You're back, King Odon, and your emotes work. Back to full power. It's kind of sad because up until that episode, I don't think with the audience it'd be really fun. Yeah. Especially with like places like Twitch will make it the streamer's problem to moderate, not Twitch's problem to moderate. Also, Udon, your pixel art has been giving me the proper pixel art bug once again. I haven't done any in a long time, but after seeing yours, I kind of want to get back into doing some. Usually it's because they're sad in real life. The reason why people go out and troll others is because they've got nothing going on in their own life. Like, the only way they can like justify the day to themselves is by making someone else miserable. So pity the troll, but don't tolerate them. Do it. Do the pixels. All right, I'll do it. You'll regret it, but I'll do it. I think last time I did it was it would have been March last year. Shots fired at Caleb. I feel like Caleb does it mostly to people he kind of already knows. Like, as far as I know, Caleb won't go into a stranger's stream and start talking endless amounts of shit. He'll wait till you're a friend, or you know each other a little bit better, and then he'll start talking shit. Yeah, it's friendly trolling. He's just giving us a ribbon. It's fine, you're just checking that the emotes are working. Oh, it's all for a commission, is it? Cool. Yeah, I think if I am to dip out a second and have a look, see, because I think the last time I did pixel art was March of the Robots, which would have been March of 2020, so over a year ago now. So let's pick out some of the highlights of March of the Robots 2020. So I like these little dudes. If you ask me whether you should stream or not, the answer will always be yes. As the unless it's taxing to the point where it's unfun, then don't do it. But if you have the energy for it, then I think you should absolutely do it. What other ones? Some of these were tragic. Some of them I liked. A little fish boy. I was a big fan of this one. I think this was the last like month-long challenge I did as well. I haven't done a I did Inktober last year. That feels like a long time ago. October last year. I have a plan eventually that I would like, not a plan, but like an end goal for streaming. I think. Well, I think I would like to do like a daily art stream, just like an hour over lunch, something like that. So if I could pack in the normal 9 to 5 job and make that part time, I could do like 3 to 4 weekdays, like an hour stream over lunch. It might be something where I can get back into like the monthly daily sketch challenges. So I'd definitely like to do more of those. But the time investment is horrendous. That, and I'm a chronic, I think you would call it like an overcommitter. So like an hour sketch would turn into like a 2 to 3 hour sketch a day. And all of a sudden, everything that I'm doing is on hold for the entire month. I might stream some more. It's not necessarily like being a perfectionist. I've had to learn to deal with that as well. Because I used to take so much longer to draw things than I do now, and even now I feel like I'm too slow. Because I was so worried about getting everything perfect. But I would. So there was so I can segue quite nicely into some that I've done recently. I finally have my Zodiac characters up on Etsy. Etsy.com/explosive barrel, I think is the link. Why if I have a command up? There you go. So over on Etsy, I've got my Zodiac characters up as prints now, and they originally were a Kickstarter idea, where there was all 13 characters. There was going to be like a D&D resource book where all these guys had like NPC style stats, boss type stats. There was a whole like backstory to who they were. There was a very like Power Rangers inspired like villain and all their minions. It would just snowballed into a huge thing. Eventually I have to be like, I do not have the time for this. And if it keeps going like this, it's never going to see the light of day. So what's the point in doing it? So eventually I just cut it all back. It's like, you know what? I do the characters. I do the characters good. I know that's where it all lies for me. So cut it right back to that stuff and like tie a bow on it, to be honest. Move on to other things. Because it was dragging out so much that my enthusiasm was lagging. And as soon as enthusiasm can lag, that's when you're in the danger zone for projects like that. So yeah, that's something I have to contend with when saying I'm going to do like a monthly challenge, is making sure that what I do doesn't take up the entire month to the detriment of everything else. Actually, we can bounce back up to this and do a little bit more. So we ain't done yet. Right, so we're onto the torso, and where the shadows are going to fall on this now. So we have this snake here. Well, it casts this shadow here. No worries. You dip in and out as you want, man. Yeah, I was even planning a thing the other day, because I want to do a set of tarot cards, because I think tarot cards are cool as fuck. They're full of artwork, so right up my street. But I was like, I probably want to do it as a Kickstarter. But what does that mean in terms of commitment, and like what it assigns like a bunch of rules to a project of like, all right, so you're gonna have to have like stretch goals, things like that. So what can I do? Gonna eat this jackfruit pasta with the missus. Well, no worries, man. Enjoy it, man. Have a good evening. Was like, if we're gonna do this as a Kickstarter, I need to work out like what rewards can I offer with it, things like that. I was like, well, if we're doing the major arcana cards, it's 21 cards. If I do the minor arcana cards, that's another 50 odd cards, but it doubles up as a regular deck of playing cards. It's like, cool, that's 70 cards now, up from 20. What else can I do? Say if that gets funded and it does really well, what are my like endless stretch goals? Well, I could do more tarot cards that are D&D specific. So like character classes. Well, there's 13 of those. Do the DM as well. It's 14, just to be inclusive of everyone gets to play. So that's what 85 cards ish. I was like, okay, what else could I do? Could do like monster cards. That's endless amounts. Player races. There's 30 of those things. And it very much it got away from me very quickly. I could see it coming a mile off. Like, Adam, no, you're overcommitting already. Scale it back. This will never get done otherwise. Something I've tried to do with Twitch as well. D&D business cards. I mean, I know a place I can get business cards done dirt cheap, so it'll cost me monetarily virtually nothing. It's just a time investment. Mr. Orc LLB. I like that. See, I like that idea as well. Like the cleric's business card and what that would say. But then, do you want to make that a set? How much is in a set? One per class, just to make sure you're inclusive of every flavor of player. That's 13 cards now. 14 if you want to include the DM. Very quickly gets away from you. I think that is the correct shape for that shadow. But yeah, I have a notebook next to my desk while I'm working my regular 9 to 5, and it's just the ideas book, and I'll fill one up every like 2 to 3 months. Of just little random scribblings of like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. Because ideas are very Moorish sometimes. And even with this one, actually, it was so these bad guys will end up as a set of 6, 3 which are done, and it was very much like, well, do I end at 6? Do I do more? How can I quantify this? Like, what's my criteria for being done with it? I eventually ended on 1 for each like player stat was the best. So this one will be number 4, so we'll leave 2 left, and then the entire set will be done. We're getting through this character now. I think once we're past sort of like the thighs, we're on easy street. All of this is going to be in a hell of a lot of shadow. That as well. So we're here. And this. So I'm not sure, just going back to the Dark Souls stream, if I want to do like a special type of character run. Because I'm tempted to do a specific build, or just to go like, see how far I can get in the 12 hours. Because I'll never pretend to be like the best at Dark Souls. But I think I'm good at Dark Souls. I played it enough to earn that right, at the very least, I feel. Maybe like a super light roll-based character with a tiny little knife, but it's all based around doing big crits. Maybe something that's worth having a child vote on. Like almost like a no shield run. That I feel will take some extra reading up on, to make sure I'm not over-promising or something there. I think my last Dark Souls run was heavy armor, big two-handed sword. So I think it was the claymore all the way through, pretty basically, or the great sword. So I think doing a smaller weapon would be good. A good change of pace. Right, I think this shadow here needs to be a little bit heavier. Just black it all out. I think here should be way... just heavy shadow. Nice and dramatic. Dramatic shadows are what I do, so let's lean into that, I feel. And here as well. And all this will be in shadow as well. So I reckon this half of this little metal spike will be in shadow. So I thought I heard something at the door. Maybe a fuzzy friend that's been keeping me up all night from just being too fucking cute and also being unwell again. I reckon the shadows on this bit can be way longer. All the way down there. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And then we'll get this bit of the cape all sorted. Excuse me. All down to that point. This overly constructed bit of cape makes it look like a proper, like, bat wing. You don't need to do too much, but just a couple of like callbacks to those like typically evil fantasy characters, or creatures, bats being one of them, can let you know that this person is not so good. There's something I want to check with the other ones, actually. Let's use the original one as our comparison. So we had the white layer at 86%. Cool. Because I want to select automatic everything on the outside. Here and pop it down as white. That's why we need to use invert to select the inside. Yep, that's fine. No. Yeah, that should be fine now. There's no more little loopy bits. Get caught in the crossfire. Invert. Go to here. Go as white. And then bring that down to 86. And this will help us actually draw on these blacks and not get confused with like the background at all. Also helps the character stand out a little bit as well. I think now we're looking at her. Stand to bring her down a little bit of the page. So she's intersecting all four lines of that background element rectangle. You'll be... No, I'm going to leave you like that actually. Let me just do the one side. So then, huge lump of shadow on her, like inner thigh, sort of leather piece. This all the way around. Groovy. Right. I'm thinking I might just finish off that leg by itself, because then it'll leave us with that front-facing leg and the cape. The cape I think will be last. I usually end up leaving capes for last. I'm not entirely sure why. Alright, and then the proper like inner leg here. So once this area is done, big, huge areas of black. We're almost done with that. So all going well, I reckon we can actually finish this on stream tonight, which would be fantastic. So I reckon that is where the shadow will fall on this knee. Tighten it up a little bit. I think that's better, because I know this will cast shadow on that as well. Just a little bit under here as well. I've noticed something that I do that I don't think is technically correct, but it feels right to me, is I'll leave little studs and rivets like glittering out of the darkness. So like with here, like this little rivet here should be in complete darkness, but I leave it out just because it breaks up that big block of black. So like, to the laws of like how light works, is it wrong? Yeah, absolutely. But does it help me draw something a little bit better? Yes. Also yes. Back of here. this, and I should be able to just fill in. That leg's almost done. Not a huge amount of detail on it, which obviously suits just fine for what we need. This leg is very much like not a focal point, so we can get away with not having much on here. Otherwise it'll start to distract from what we actually want people to be looking at. There we go, actually with like smoothing that line out a little bit. I think this line here is a good indicator for our shadow line. This as well. And then this will go here as well. As like the sort of housing for the foot curls under to meet the sole of the boot. Almost like the entire heel will probably be in shadow. Almost right. Block this out, otherwise I'll forget it, and also it gives us an easy in to actually finishing in a big area. Because now that leg is done, we'll finish off this, I guess it's a loincloth. We'll see exactly what ends up being. I reckon that, and then around this back bit here will also be in shadow. So now we're getting to the proper like meat and potatoes of this actual leg. Nope, don't like how that went. Again, the joys of digital art. I'm addicted to the Control Z function. And then main line shadow. We'll draw down the leg. Probably bring that entire back half. This entire leg is facing away from the light that we've been painting towards. Here. Cool. So I think the biggest challenge is going to be this belt of knives. Exactly what falls into shadow and what doesn't. But I think if we take it all on a little bit piecemeal and break it up into something that's a little more manageable. Then we can do this here. And then I wonder if this will work. Not really. Not a massive fan of that. I think that works a little bit better. That helps us define the shape a little bit more. I've been tempted to, because I want to get into making more like sticker sheets, things like that, so a lot of little characters. I think something Darkest Dungeon based would suit a sticker sheet a lot more. But I do like my big old grandiose characters. Because one of the things I want to do in the near weeks is like a sticker sheet of mimics. So it'll be just like an A4 page size sheet, but it'll have like a dozen or so mimic images that I can just pack on as like basically like freewheel it. into like what they look like and what positions and poses they're in. But yeah, I've always liked the idea of doing more sticker sheets and smaller images like that. Maybe they'll do something like that over Inktober, so it'll rein me in. But at the end of it, I'll have like 30 little heroes that I can look at. Mimics can be anything, and I fully endorse that. Anyone that ever tells you that mimics can only be chests, kick him out the door. Not worth listening to. I'm sure Doom Goblin will be the first to tell you, the first to sort of back up that I'm a big fan of mimics in all shapes, forms, and sizes. I ran a Halloween one-shot for my party once, and it was basically the House of Mimics. It was the House of 1,000 Mimics. One of which being the house itself was a house mimic, and tried to eat everyone at the big climax of the evening. I fucking loved it. And yeah, you wore one as a belt. You managed to snag yourself a mimic hatchling, little nibbler. Was, I think, a great success, being that it ended up with the party having a little mascot in the form of Nibbler, the baby mimic. I think his first form was a tankard, like a cask of ale tankard, and then from there on became a belt. I think became a cape, and then grew to the point where he was he basically just settled into the team's vault as an actual mimic. Face Chan, my lovely, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I saw your Go Live pop up with Pokemon Silver. No, is it Pokemon Silver you're doing or Platinum? I think it's Platinum, isn't it? I might be wrong. I'm really well. I'm you know that tide where you have like the second wind come in? I think I'm just rolling into that since starting the stream. So I've had more energy come up than I thought I actually had, which is really good. Jazz as well. Jazz, oh my god, welcome. Jazz, how's your evening going? Or your day? I'm not sure where you're based. It's still Platinum's way too new. That's fair. Look, we all get to a point where there's a certain generation or set of games of Pokemon where we kind of a little bit check out. And for me, that was Sun and Moon. So I rinsed the ever-living shit out of X and Y. And then Sun Moon came out and I was like, I don't know, I haven't got the time for this. So I fell off the wagon. And I feel like I've been off the wagon ever since. And it's a damn fucking shame. So I am putting the feelers out to maybe doing my own Nuzlocke challenge. Because they look like a lot of fun. And it looks like they insert a lot of the challenge that I've been missing from these baby games. I've got my big boy adult brain that is hungry for challenge. And kicking the shit out of Gary Oak's Rattata for the thousandth time. Just doesn't scratch that itch anymore. Jazz, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. We are... So, for people that have just joined in, here is what we've been illustrating today. As I just take a quick drink of Fizzy Pop. But yeah, today's going good. It was a productive day at work. Watched a couple of shows that I got really into. Finished one of them. Managed to walk the dog before the rain hit, which was a massive plus. It's sad to say, but that's the adult life I live. But the real question is Nuzlocke randomizer or not? This is just a bad guy I've been illustrating. So last year I illustrated a lot of heroic characters, the good guys. So this year I've been on a real bad guy kick. So if I hop out for a second, there's going to be 6 of them in total. And we had, to begin with, the Cultist. The Cultist Necromancer. And then we had the Orc Lord, like the War Chief. And then I think last month's was the Lich, which I think the Orc Lord so far might be my favourite of the ones. And then we're on the Master Assassin, and yet to be done, we have a Storm Giant and an Archfey. So the Archfey I'm really excited to do, which is part of the reason why I'm leaving it to last. I like how everyone's picking different favourites. I think that speaks to a level of consistency across the board. If if everyone's picking different ones, then there's no clear-cut favourite of like, oh, this one was great, the rest of them were kind of middling trash. So a good across the board, everyone has a favourite. That fills me with confidence that that we're doing well. But yeah, I think a Nuzlocke randomizer would be interesting, but also like I'm not going to be too precious about like if everything dies and I have to restart, because I'm on Twitch to have fun joke times, and if everything crashes and burns, then that's just what happens. If my rival's starter is a Mewtwo, and I'm stuck with a Caterpie, like, I'm gonna roll with it, but I ain't gonna necessarily be happy about it. I agree, a good bad guy is the best. I know, like, also, I'm not too precious about it being, like, a true hard, like, a hardline Nuzlocke. Like, I'll call it Nuzlocke, and then, like, I'm gonna call it Nuzlocke Plus. Like, the explosive barrel run will be the Nuzlocke plus 1 or 2 extra things. Because I've been watching more and more Pokemon streams. So like Lid, I drop into yours whenever I can, and I love the randomizer of just what the fuck are you gonna find next. It's legit hard as a randomizer. Fair. How does that work for... Have you found that for gyms and stuff like that? So, like, the gym would usually be, like, mono element. But obviously, with a randomizer, the gym could be anything from Pokemon to Pokemon. Do you know if there are randomizers that kind of take this into account? So, like, the electric gym will still have electric Pokemon, but all the electric Pokemon are still randomized within that genre of Pokemon. Or that flavor of Pokemon. So yeah, I've said this before, and like today even, I am a career overcommitter. So, so do I commit to too many rules out the gate, or do I rein myself back in and do something that's actually achievable? The gym is completely random too. Can't wait till the Elite Four. It's gonna be mental. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking crazy. It's just gonna be here's a line of 6 question marks with 6-packs. Like, good luck. But also, are they randomized from the first time you see them, or are they randomized each time you go into a fight? Randomized everything. Fair. I think that's what I do. Like, if I'm gonna be inviting chaos, I want to invite as much chaos as possible, right? Like, that's sort of like, it's not that sort of like, go hard or go home is like too confrontational for me. But like, if you have the opportunity to just screw everything, then why not? Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I want to burn out on the first gym. There'll be 6 question marks and there'll be Magikarp. Oh, so it's set. Okay, so the first time will be question marks, but after that point, as long as you remember what they are, you'll know what you're going to be facing. I can get on board with that. But yeah, 6 Magikarp would be incredible. I'm here for that. I want to see that. I dare you challenge the might of the Elite Four. It's just fucking Magikarp after Magikarp. Unrelenting Magikarp. I also like the idea of it's something I've really wanted from Pokemon games for the longest time, is to really like flavor the run that you're going on. Like my Sun and Moon playthrough, short-lived as it was, I wanted to essentially be the spooky boy, so almost exclusively ghost types and ghost adjacent types. Of course, the XP will be different as well, because that's all live calculations. So if they have like a team of legendaries, you'd be just earning absolute bank. But if it's just a team of Magikarp, you get nothing for it. I've defeated the Elite Four and I have nothing to show for it. It would be so sad. Yeah, I definitely got the itch to do it. Like, it has to be done. I think in terms of like Twitch sort of scheduling, I think my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild stream is kind of, it's working up to an end now. Like, I've done the 4 Divine Beasts, I've only got Ganon to do in terms of main story, and any extra stuff I want to do on top of that. So I've got like 20 shrines left. I've got some side quests I could probably clean up, but after that, I don't think I'm going to go for the Kokorok Seeds. I think that playthrough is done, so I'll need another like long form playthrough of something. I wonder if a Pokemon Nuzlocke will take that space. Oh, Ralph, welcome as well. Oh, all the friendlies here. Ralph, how are you doing? How has your day been? And thank you. The overlay is brand spanking new as of last week. We drew it live. I was a little bit full on drawing characters as I am wont to do. I was like, you know what? The previous overlay, it's not tickling my pickle no more. I think it's got to be something else now. I struggle so much with figuring out what the overlay should be, as in, like, anywhere, because it feels like such a definitive thing. Like, this is how I present myself, and it isn't. You can change it up whenever you want it to be, like whenever you want. But I feel like it's such a massive commitment of like What if I fuck it up and I come across and I just look like an idiot? Like, here's me in my scribble dungeon. It's been like so much design work for the end of the semester project. Well, it's as long as it was productive. Like, you don't need any brain power to sit in here and have fun. This is all chill out. The rest of the world doesn't matter in here anymore. The day's work is fucking out of the window. So if you want to know how to get the color changes, it's not elegant, it's stupid. So y'all are using OBS, I assume. When you add images, you can also add an image slideshow. Of course, Ralph, you've not seen the whole shebang. We're drawing a master assassin, a nice stabby girl. You can add a slideshow and then as the source, put a folder. So I have a folder with about 3 or 4 overlays saved out with just the color shifted in little steps, and then you just set that to randomize every couple of seconds, and it will just flick through or fade through, wipe through, whatever you want it to do every now and again. Oh, thank you. She is she doesn't have like any backstory or anything like that. There's no no, not smart, selectively stupid. So there will be more elegant ways to do it, I assure you. But this is my paper clips and bubblegum method of doing it. It presents nice. However, the back end, if you pop the hood on my OBS stream, like scenes and stuff like that, it's a nightmare. There is just stuff everywhere. I think Sunday will be my Twitch maintenance day, where I just sit and put things in good order, so when I look at it in like 3 weeks' time, I know which way is up, because I will forget. Because I will set up a massive house of cards, and then not know how to edit it from there, and everything will crumble down. I've met me a couple of times. I know this is my routine of promises big, delivers big, cannot amend from there. Yeah, grouping is something I need to get into. Potato brain. Yes. Potato brain is very fucking accurate. You are absolutely not wrong. Oh, I wonder if Ralph and FaZe Chan, I don't know if you guys have met properly, but we should always be networking. Both of y'all are fantastic artists. And so, FaZe Chan is someone I know in real life, and is a fantastic artist and someone I've worked alongside for fucking absolute years. And it's great for all sorts of monsters, a lot of feathered beasts recently, I've noticed. And it's definitely someone that I think you'd all like. And then Ralph is Redacted is just someone I think I just stumbled across Ralph on Twitter, and was like, these illustrations are fantastic, I love them, and I want to see more. Yes, Borbs. FaZe Chan is a non-stop Borb machine. I think, Ralph, was it today? I have potato brain. Was it today you were saying you were very close to affiliate? Because if so, then we'll need to get you there ASAP so you can really put your full like creative stamp on Twitch. Because it's so fucking stupid what Twitch holds back from new users to affiliates. Because there's so much like interaction stuff that I wanted to do before I hit affiliate, but you can't do until you actually get to that point. It's like, where are you actually at the moment? .9, one more. Emotes are great fun. I really struggled with my emotes to begin with, but then I really got into the swing of things, and now I want to make 1,000 emotes. They were so much fun. Yeah, it's mad. Like, the affiliate program is like, I feel like the affiliate program is what Twitch base should be, and the fact that it isn't is a fucking travesty. Yeah, we'll get you there. I think if 2 weeks is a good amount of time to hit affiliate. Honestly, I think it took me about a month. I think it was like a month to the day. But I am notoriously like unsocial. So this is all like new, and I'm definitely making a conscious effort to be more social and to actively work whenever I can as a hub for people meeting. Because that's the biggest thing I've noticed on Twitch is how social it all like actually is. Because coming into Twitch, I was just wanted to be like me talking about my artwork and every now and again talking to a person. But it's been completely different from that. It's been just talking to other streamers non-stop. And really is just like it's been a little bit of a therapeutic thing, having not been able to go to like conventions and stuff. So it's just been a great sort of alternative. I just started trying. I had to get a new PC and everything. Oh, Lydia, my PC is an 8-year-old like piece of like, it was beefy back in the day, but now every game I install, I'm like, this might be it. This could be it. This could be the final nail. Oh, so you're completely new to PC in general. Excellent. Good, Doom Goblin. Make good on those promises. Otherwise we'll find you. Oh, first. Okay, fair enough. First desktop PC. Yeah, you've told me some horror stories of your old PC, FaceChan. Mine. So mine was like the first one I ever built. I say I built it in like very sort of loose terms. I had a friend that came round and built it for me, and I stood next to him like a toddler, just kind of pointing at things, going, "What's that?" And that's a cable, and that goes into the things. And there was a motherboard, but no fatherboard. Fair enough. There is like, and it all goes in the box. But the box we bought, it's called a case, and that's not a cardboard box. Yeah, it was a fucking shit show. And like that person had so much fucking patience for me. So really, I need to get on getting a new PC, and it has a cable somewhere in it that's hanging on a fan. So every time I turn it on, it sounds like this horrible steampunk contraption. As the fan spins up and the cable gets knocked out of the way, I'll push on and go, and then I'll be fine. It'll be silent. It's fucking mad. But yeah, I think FaceChan, if you're very honest, you'll back me up on this. like in conventions and sort of like talking to other artists, I am not great at getting out from my table, having a walk around, and like interacting with other artists. So it's something I've made a very big conscious effort to do of recent, because honestly, like, it's like Twitch only gets you somewhere if you if you network and you talk to folks and like actually like put effort into building a community. Yeah, fucking hell, FaceChan. You gotta get him. Actually, a good FaceChan. How do you feel about Eurovision? Are you a fan of Eurovision? Are you not a fan of Eurovision? Because Doom Goblin might have a very special thing coming up on Eurovision night, a nice streamy watch along. So if you want to watch some horrific Europop and have the dulcet tones of Doom Goblin in your ear, giving you every factoid in the world about Eurovision, then he'll have the stream for you. Excellent. Well, Doom Goblin, we've definitely got one person viewing now. Guaranteed. So, it is. Do you know what? I've mentioned it. I'll let Doom Goblin give the rest of the spiel. How many times? Why is Australia in it? It's fine. We'll ban the word Australia. Anyone who asks will get immediately banned. Yeah, Bio, your help at conventions is always like appreciated. It fucking gets us through. It gets us through the event. It honestly does. Bessie and his husband introduce you to Eurovision. Ralph, if you wanna come and watch along, then it'll be on Doom Goblin's channel. I'll be there. We'll see if Doom Goblin wants people to talk with live, or I'll at least be in the chat, because it's very much his event and his rules go. Not a Eurovision gay. Neither am I. I worry sometimes that I come across as far too straight in some regards to be considered gay in the slightest. So the fact that you're not a Eurovision gay, no one's going to hold that against you in the slightest. Doom Goblin is Eurovision through and through. It is his blood. I want to see people being set on fire and wearing dumb costumes. That sounds like Eurovision. Yeah, I don't know. I know Little Big are there, and I'm there for Little Big. I look like a groom, so I can't be that straight. I think that's fair. I think not there this time round. Yeah, Little Big are fucking incredible. I have endless amounts of enthusiasm for Little Big. Caleb, mate, how you doing? Yeah, still going. Hey, congratulations, Ralph. So you'll get like an email in the next couple of days, as long as you've got the rest of the tick boxes done. Then welcome to affiliate. It's a trip. But yeah, I'm excited to see what your stream looks like with all the affiliate bells and whistles. The most difficult bit is setting up all the tax stuff. It made no sense to me. In the slightest. Like, fucking... It might as well have been Latin, as far as I'm concerned. So I think I'm paying the right amount of tax, but who fucking knows, really. Yeah, I hope I'm paying the right tax. If I'm not, then oh well. Take all the Twitch earnings. Like, I earn my money off Twitch. It's fine. It's all in American terms as well. Flip the canvas. Alright. Yep. Now, where the fuck was I? Yeah, it's in Americanese. So it's... I don't know what's going on with it. What brushes do I use? I am really bad for finding new brushes, so I use pretty much exclusively the Technical Pen and the Studio Pen. Basically, the Technical Pen is just line, and then Studio Pen is big line. Is line in all caps. Occasionally, I'll do like a lot of where is it? I haven't imported much. I've imported a couple, one for noodles because I wanted to do a thing, so it helped me line things up a lot better. And then the other one was like one pixel hard brush. So if I wanted to do pixel art, I can do pixel art. Even though Procreate isn't the best for pixel art to begin with. So yeah, like, I keep meaning to like probably go through and see. Oh, see you later, FaZe. Thanks for popping up. When you next live, if you're still there, let us know. Because then people can then tune in and make sure they're there. Like good subscribers. Yeah, she is on granny time. To be honest, I feel like I am as well these days. Ah, yes, thank you, Dingle, for remembering that I have the shout-out command. Will it be an art stream? Or is it, You are good, mod. Yes, thank you, Doom Goblin, my lovely sweet mod. Your present. Right, make sure that's all cleaned up. Because if it isn't, I will fucking rage. Yeah, we're good. And then so I always worry when people come into the stream, like specifically art streams, and I'm using Procreate, that they come in and I'm zoomed in on like 4 pixels because I have like old man eyes and I have to look so fucking close to what I'm drawing to make sense of it. that no one knows what the hell I'm actually doing. Right, then let's go. You know what? Screw all that, and we can go like that. Big dramatic line, and then I can rub that out. This is my version of we'll fix it in post. Draw a big line now, fix later. Yeah, Ralph, you said earlier like the big what was it, the heavy sharp shadows. That is 100% my jam, and it's something I've really tried to push in recent months. Because I feel like I am plenty dramatic enough that I need my artwork to reflect this. So big spotlight, sort of singular lights. It's me all over. Oops. Too much. Too much sauce. That should be fine there. Alrighty. And then we need to sort of imitate the line of the character. Roughly. An artist after my own heart, obviously. I had someone in the chat a couple of weeks ago as I was doing this on another character, and I will basically overdraw details. So if I hide the shadows for a second, I'll see if I can find a good one. So where was it? So I think you see like the hand here. You've got all these lines sort of like giving shape to like the knuckles and the fingers, things like that, and then you lose them all in the shading. Because I don't plan my shadow, like my light sources, when doing the line work. That all comes afterwards. So it means that I'll draw like loads and loads and loads of detail that sometimes might just get missed entirely. And I had someone sort of freaking out, like, you drew over all the detail, why did you bother drawing in the first place? It's like, sweetie, it's because I don't have a plan for any of this. I'm just winging this. You think just because it's my artwork, I know what's happening? You live in a dream. Right, I feel like I'm not a very like, I don't feel the artwork or anything like that. I don't plan shit, Jesus. I feel like plans are just promises I'm not gonna keep. Like, if I plan to do something, the project's gonna go a different direction, and be like, it didn't work out, sorry. The real trick for me, where I really shy away from, is colour. As soon as I start colouring pieces, like, my confidence just fucking evaporates. Yeah, commissions I'll plan more. I think that's fair. If someone's paying me, I feel I owe it to them to at least give them some sort of a plan. I think that's very fair. But yeah, personal work? No. Absolute chaos. Ooh, too much. Okay. So we're getting there. It's just how much shadow do I want to put on this hand? I think even that much, what I've done there was too much. Because this hand is actually quite a ways away from the cloak itself. So I think we're almost there. One thing we have to do now is go back to previous drawings and see, because this is part of a series. This one was the first one. It has basically set out all the values for what I need to do from here on out. So this is 69%. I'd probably set it at 69, A, because it looks kind of good, but also 69 is something I should probably remember. So we're going to colour in some items here and get it to 69% of this yellow. I think what will be yellow here is the snake and probably the fake leg aesthetic. Basically the cool bits that I'm proud of. That's all the qualifying like factors are. Like, when I was drawing this, did I think, like, yeah, I like this? I've actually been really enjoying just using like the one colour for an accent, rather than going like it's either 100% black and white or it's 100% colour. Just having the one colour in there, I've actually really enjoyed. This made me think about it a little bit more, I think. I think the snake wrapping around her, because it's around her waist as well. So that there'll be this awesome spiral of yellow throughout the character. I'm actually really excited to see how that ends up looking. You can tell my iPad's getting tired because my pen is starting to skip. So we're currently drawing on borrowed time. Sorry, once this is done, we've got a couple more little bits to do, and then we good. And this Soften up those edges so when I fill it, I'm not having to chase down all these corners. I'm actually doubly excited because it's so rare that I actually finish a piece on stream as well. I usually get so far, it'll get so late and I'll go, guys, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired, I'm old. Check back on Twitter or Instagram and I'll show you the full piece. There we go. And that's all the yellow we need to do. But the last wee bit is right here. Presentation matters is something I've learned the hard way. Something I've neglected for too long. I just draw a character, dump it on a blank background and be done with it. No. Present nicely. As well. Cool, and then we duplicate that, and this one we make black. Because we move it just to shine, just a little bit. You know, fuck. Delete that, because I'm not done yet.
Are you Night of the Living Dead?
Almost forgot a bit.
Like all bloody veins and pus?
It's fine, that's alright. Take the pen. Fuck, because I'm trying to sign my work more. I can't remember what my signature actually is, which is terrible. Just ED.
Not leaving us so soon, are you?
And now we duplicate and make that black. Down just a tad. And then what was our opacity for our shadow of the thing? 38%. Cool. And once it's hit, that shadow is on 38%, I think we call this one done. There we go. I think we call that character done. And we stretch. We make sure our shoulders still work. All of our joints click. And that's, I think, character 4. Yeah, stick a fork in me, I'm done. Thank you for sticking out for the end, Bio. Endless appreciation. I think we bask in its glory for a split second. me flip the canvas again. Zoom in a little bit more because it fits in the in with the what do we call it, the whatever it is, the layout. Yes, Doom Goblin. Woo! Art! We did one! Done a whole ass art. The night was not a waste. We were productive. But yeah, it's a little bit past 10, so it's a little bit past my bedtime. Not gonna lie. But my dudes, thank you so much for sticking with and coming in tonight. If you haven't already seen that there's a 12-hour Dark Souls stream which will be imminent, so either probably not this weekend, but maybe the weekend after, as an event. There will also be I'm back Thursday for Breath of the Wild. I think we'll be polishing off the last of the shrines. I think there's only like 20 left. And then Saturday I'm hoping to get more Darkest Dungeon in. And then Ralph, are you into Dark Souls as well? Because with every line we share, I feel like we're becoming closer and closer friends. It's only a matter of time. I fucking adore Dark Souls. And off stream, my game at the moment is Dark Souls 3, and I'm working on the Platinum Trophy on that. I say working on the Platinum Trophy. I've not finished playthrough 1 yet, so it's still a new game for me. Because I fell off the wagon for the Dark Souls series for the longest fucking time, and I have no idea why. And then since like lockdown and stuff like that, I've gone back onto it. Are we fast becoming besties? I feel like we might be. I mean, I'm not going to fight it if you're not going to fight it. But yeah, I think next weekend Dark Souls stream. I think next weekend will be Eurovision stream as well, so it'll be a busy fucking weekend for that. But yeah, Thursday Breath of the Wild, Saturday midday Darkest Dungeon, Saturday night might be more Valheim. Shite Clan might ride once more. Dragon, my lovely, where have you been? I've been here the entire time. I'm kidding. I know you've been streaming. How is your stream going? Let's check in. Because we've managed to collide live in the wild. How was the stream? Did you lose anyone? Did you gain anyone? Give me all the hot pokey gossip before we find out. We'll find something else. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, but did you lose anyone? Like, how did you lose any Pokemon, or did they all live? Yes, fashionably late, Dragon. You good? You're all right. But yeah, I think that's my schedule for the rest of the week. Is it a Nuzlocke? Okay. A lot of people died. Fair enough. 2 gyms is a lot though. Absolutely crushing that game then. Yes, mate. But it's time for me to uppity fuck. So we got to find who's live at the moment. Who have we got? Dreeper. I don't know if I'm following them yet. I don't think I'm familiar with them. Who is they? Who are they? They are. Oh, they're a noodle as well. Excellent. Fuck the yes. A cheeky bit of Super Mario 64. Yeah, alright, let's send everyone over there. Oh, nice, excellent. Well, I'll say that Dragon sent me. Anything I do is your fault. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys, and I will see you all soon. If you are jumping over to the raid, then show Dev all the love in the world. A fellow noodle is a special streamer for sure. But for now, goodbye.